What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 6-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Osmo.com and presented by SuperDraft. Even though we've got just a half dozen of games tonight, there's a lot of injuries and a lot of absences that are going to affect every single thing on tonight's slate. So let's get it going right now with the power of positivity, and please hit that like button. And if you want to win a free month of Osmo Plus courtesy of SuperDraft, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Nobody got it right on Friday. Patty Mills, of course, going off at an 11x value, but today is your day to get it right. So right now, like the video and comment your top value play down below. But as always, we've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners, so let's get right to it with our top owned plays on today's slate, starting with Gorgie Dang in a matchup versus Milwaukee, which there are 111.3 implied points for Minnesota. Dang will have 51% expected ownership on Draftkings. They'll have 32% on FanDuel. Dang had 39.5 fantasy points in just 24 minutes in a blowout win versus Minnesota at Washington. He projects as a strong value play whose chalk ownership seems deserved industry-wide, with Karl-Anthony Towns out once again for suspension. And a guy who's always popular, James Harden in a matchup at Memphis looks good once again with 117.3 implied points for Houston. Harden will have 40% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he'll also have 40% on FanDuel. Harden has a 50% usage rate and 1.74 fantasy points per minute with Russell Westbrook off the court this season. And with Russell out in a matchup versus high-paced Memphis, Harden looks like a lock play for cash and close to it for GPPs. And rounding out our top owned plays is Brandon Clark in that same matchup versus Houston, in which there are 112.3 implied points for Memphis. Clark will have 22% expected ownership on Draftkings, while have 34% on FanDuel. Clark should see some more court time with Jaren Jackson Jr. out, with 1.3 fantasy points per minute for Clark on the year, going in a fast-paced matchup versus the 115 defensive efficiency rating that Houston has provided on the year. And now on to our next corner of the top value plays on the slate, and let's start with Bruce Brown Jr. in a matchup at Washington, in which there are 111 implied points for Detroit. Brown played 40 minutes with 20 shots as Derrick Rose, Tim Frazier, and Reggie Jackson missed last game. So with Rose and Jackson out again, Frazier's status alongside Blake Griffin's is a key to watch, with Brown the only ball handler on Detroit besides those two. And a higher price guy who still projects well as value is Clint Capella in that matchup at Memphis, in which there are again 117.3 implied points for Houston. Capella's price is too low given the extra usage that Westbrook's absence should leave behind, as well as a slate high 110.5 adjusted pace expected in this matchup. And rounding out the top value is Jahlil Okafor in a matchup at Brooklyn, in which there are 117.3 implied points for New Orleans. Okafor has 2 straight 38 fantasy point games filling in for Derek Favors, and if Favors, who's currently a game time decision, were to miss again, Okafor is yet another near minimum price play with big upside on the slate. And as I mentioned, since there are so many important things to watch out for, let's talk about the other key news, starting with D'Angelo Russell's status for Golden State. Russell is very playable with all the usage in the world versus Portland if he's in, but if he's out, guys like Kai Bauman, Glenn Robinson, and Eric Pascal become much more appealing, with Draymond Green also out for Golden State. And as I mentioned, Blake Griffin and Tim Frazier's statuses are also key for Detroit. Andre Drummond becomes a key play if Griffin misses, but less appealing at his price if Griffin is in, while Frazier and Griffin's availability has a major impact on how much Bruce Brown to have as a value play tonight. And Joel Embiid suspended once again is key in a matchup at Phoenix. Al Horford is a 1.3 fantasy point per minute player in 119 minutes of court time at center without Joel Embiid, while Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, and Josh Richardson all see a boost thanks to the usage that Embiid leaves behind. And now onto the dart throws on the slate, and let's talk about Isaiah Thomas in that matchup versus Detroit, in which there are 114 implied points for Washington. Thomas has over 33 fantasy points in his last 2 games with an insecure minutes load, but a lot of opportunity going against a depleted Detroit backcourt with his sky-high 33% usage rate to start the year. And whoever starts out of Jarrett Allen and DeAndre Jordan in that match versus New Orleans looks good with 121.3 implied points for Brooklyn. Whoever picks up the start is in a nice spot with the pace that New Orleans plays at and a 45% rebound rate allowed to opponents overall, with Allen's price a bit more appealing if he gets those starter minutes. And another guy who looks too low owned is Robert Covington in a matchup versus Milwaukee, in which there are 111.3 implied points for Minnesota. Covington has 1.42 fantasy points per minute and 24% usage in a limited sample size of minutes without Karl-Anthony Towns. He should be fed some 3-pointers by Milwaukee's defense, as well as see rebounding upside with their 44.5% rebound rate allowed. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for what looks like a crazy Monday slate. So right now, hit that like button. If you want to win that free month of Osmo Plus courtesy of SuperDraft, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. And as always, head over to superdraft.com right now and use the promo code OSMO to get $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. That is instant release, so you get that money right away. There's a ton of overlay over there on many tournaments, including their multiplier ones, which is a tournament style where salary. You don't even have to know salaries. So go to superdraft.com right now and use that promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO, for $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. And you should also head over to awesemo.com/join and use this promo code SWITCHANDHEDGE for half off your first month of any Awesemo Plus monthly package. You can also find packages as low as $3.95 a week on there. So head over to awesemo.com/join and choose a package that works for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. Between this and the NFL Showdown video I had to do earlier, my brain is bleeding from all the information I've had to process. You can also check out my personal podcast from over the weekend, which was a gem. So check out what I'm doing right now on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Live Before Lock later today with my pal, the Chubster Josh Engelman. So stay tuned there because there is a lot of important news we're going to have to hit on. And of course, I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, good luck.